Lukaku has been given a pretty insane Team of the Season card, and in this video today, we are of course going to try it out. If you want to improve your Ultimate Team and need some coins to do so, you should check out my sponsor, IG Vault. There's a link to do so in the description, and if you use the code Kieran, you'll get yourself a nice little discount off your order. Now this guy certainly does not come cheap. I paid just under 1.4 million coins for him, and understandably so, he's not cheap. He's high rated, and he's been given a really good boost, and just looking at the card stats, he looks incredible. He really does. So hopefully he's going to make a big impact in game for us. Now, instantly one notable positive to his Team of the Season card versus the others is the fact that he now has 4-star skill moves, whereas before he had just 3. So that is a nice bonus upgrade to this item. Medium work rates and does stand at 6'3". Look, let's be honest. Lukaku cards have always got really nice shooting, pretty insane physicals, but ultimately the thing that holds him back the most is the dribbling. So I'm really hoping that the dribbling on this card does feel really nice in game. So let's have a look at the in-game stats. The pace looks very nice. 90 acceleration, 99 sprint speed. In-game should be pretty quick. It's a shame the pace split in the other way around, but still obviously should feel really nice. His shooting is ridiculous, by the way. 99 ratings for attack positioning, finishing, shot power and composure. In front of goal, this guy should be mad. He should be like joint with the best finishers in the game. There is no reason for him not to be with stats like that. So fingers crossed, he does play really well in game, and hopefully them stats translate really nicely. Passing also looks really good for a striker. Nice vision, nice short passing, and decent long passing. So hopefully can distribute to a decent amount. Now we come on to the interesting part about this card. It's the dribbling. So he's got a decent agility stat of 89, really good reactions of 99, and 94 ratings for ball control and dribbling. I really hope he feels nice in a game. Like, obviously he's got a big body type, he's a big player in general, so I am a bit worried about that, but I'm hoping we can still make the most of him. I'm hoping this dribbling does feel good. Physicals, like the shooting, are brilliant. Really good strength, couldn't get much better. Stamina of 91's fine. Really good jumping as well. 89 jumping on someone who's 6'3" and has 99 header accuracy. We've hopefully got to get a header or two with him. So yeah, stats look brilliant. They really do. And you can see why he's so expensive right now with stats like this. I think the chem style for this guy is going to be pretty obvious, but nonetheless we are going to have a look through a few. With a basic, he's a 98 rated striker, which is absolutely fantastic to see, and to be fair, he's 98 rated with like nearly most chem styles that you do indeed apply. Like I've already touched on, his stats are absolutely excellent. They really are. Now, to get the most out of this guy, I think you all know this is the chem style we're going to use. Pretty much his shooting doesn't need touching, and the long shots being better would be nice, but he's a striker. 89 is going to be good enough. These 99s are just so good. So I think the engine chem style is literally made for this item. Brings his dribbling up a good amount, gives him a nice little acceleration boost, and also brings up his passing too. His shooting and physicals just really don't need touching. I'm kind of amazed we can't actually get him to be a 99 rated striker in game, but nonetheless, he looks really good. Lukaku is going to be up against Koundé and Mangala. Seriously, this next gen team showing thing just isn't long enough. Like, I've got like 2 seconds to have a look at these teams. Nice from Lukaku. Links up with Pereira here. What we're going to do? Going to wait for the run. Lukaku in behind. Chance, keeper's off his line. Bit of keeper movement and ultimately left the keeper in no man's land. And with our first attack of the game, we've got Lukaku on the score sheet. Nice, good play, good bit of link up, and we do get the equaliser. I have to focus there. They want too much commentary. It's a tough game, this one. Zielinski, a great through ball to Lukaku, who sadly just can't wrap his foot around that one. Well, at half-time, we are 3-2 down. It's been a tough game, to be fair. My opponent's pretty good, but we're going to make a change in the second 45. I want to give Lukaku a striker partner, and that's going to be none other than Ronaldo. Ronaldo into Lukaku, gets around his man. Here's a chance. We go across goal with the power strike, and even though he's moved his keeper, because there's so much power in the shot, it hits the top corner. Brilliant finish. Here's Lukaku, of all people, making the wide run. And there is options in the box, so we're going to go for it. And you know what? That wasn't a terrible ball. Ball's whipped into the box. Chance for Lukaku. Sadly, doesn't get a clean connection there. And the game ends in a 5-all scoreline. Wow. So how was Lukaku on a debut? Well, 2 goals and 1 assist certainly isn't a bad effort at all. Ultimately, I think I'm just still getting used to him. Like, his finishing ability is like undeniable. It does feel very, very good. Obviously, he isn't as agile as other players on the ball, but we expected that. But so far, so good. I enjoyed using him in both formations as a single forward and as in a pair as well. So happy so far. We go again, and in this one, Lukaku is up against Roussillon and Niakate, two very, very pacey French centre, well, not centre backs because Roussillon isn't, but French defensive line. Here we go. Breakaway opportunity with Pereira. Slides through a nice through ball, which Lukaku will get on the end of. Can we cut back onto that left foot? Yes, we can. And look at the power he gets in that finesse. It wasn't even like accurate into the corner, but because it had so much power, it just fizzed past the goalkeeper. Love to see that. Oh, intercept from Lukaku. Oh, it would have been great if had he got on the end of it. Really, really would have. Balls in behind. Lukaku's had to come wide for it. He's up against Niakate here, who is both very quick and very strong. But Lukaku is actually going to edge him. He's done really well to do so, and he's enters the corner. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Like, you could see the silence because I just wasn't fully sure. But in the end, it is a beautiful finesse from the Belgian forward, who so far, literally at every shot is just hitting the back of the net with precision too. Big on this guy's finishing. Good run from the Belgian. Gets in behind in a bit of a wrestle here. Can we get inside Niakate? Oh, look at this. We're just brute forcing our way through here. And the ball goes across the box and almost creates a chance for Perisic. Into the path of Lukaku with a flick, but sadly the flick just had too much on it even for himself. Well, that just sums up Lukaku so far. 2 attempts, 2 goals, and hopefully more coming in the second half. It's been a pretty tough game. As you can see, we have not had much of the ball at all, but we've made it count when we have had it. But yeah, going to be a tough second half, but I'm hoping we can get the job done. We are going to switch to the 4-1-2-1-2 like we did in the first game. Kessie is going to drop to be a lone DM, and Lukaku is going to be given a striker partner. Ronaldo into Lukaku, in some space, hits the fit. What a goal! This is getting ridiculous. Every time I shoot with him, it hits the back of the net, and that one especially shouldn't be going in. I don't think he was facing the right way. I've just powered up a finesse, no time to finish him by the way, and he's done that. Look at that finesse. Ronaldo and Lukaku link up. That's an interesting through ball from Lukaku, and we sadly don't really make the most of it, although Perisic has been persistent. I just can't get the ball. But we do in the end. Scenes. Kessie chips it through nicely for Ronaldo. Oh, he's gone down. But Lukaku gets the goal. He just pops them in the right areas. Like I've said, I think literally every shot I've taken with Lukaku so far has hit the back of the net. Like, he just can't do anything wrong. Ronaldo. Cross into the box, Lukaku gets to it, and just like that, he has just turned this game around in the second half. He really, really has. And I'll say it again, every time I shoot with him, I score a goal. It's that simple. Ronaldo into Lukaku, who once again has got around his man. He's hit the shot and it's gone into the back of the net again. Really good balance shown there, by the way, to stay on his feet, and then just finishes nicely with the finesse. And there's full time. So considering at half time it was 2-2 and we had 30% possession, I must have given the best team talk ever, because I'm telling you, that guy was not a bad player at all. So what can I say about Lukaku in that game? He was without doubt the best player on the pitch, and like I've said about 6 times now, because that's how many goals he scored in that game, every single shot went in. He was like stupidly clinical in that game, and not only that, but he just found himself in correct areas time after time. Well, what do I have to say about Lukaku after those games? He is a ridiculous finisher, and I think you all knew I was going to say that. Like, seriously, for me, like, everything was just going in, whether it was a long shot, a finesse shot, a power shot, left foot, right foot. He was just ridiculous in front of goal for me. So in that aspect, I'm just so pleased with the card. Like, he's unreal in front of goal. Like, if you're not scoring goals with this card, there's something wrong with you, because like, joint best finisher in the game. Like, I really do mean that. For me, like, you really can't get too much better in front of goal. Now, where he's going to differ compared to other forwards in the game is I don't think this card is going to be able to suit everyone's playstyle. Like, some people won't get on with this card. That's just a fact, because his dribbling compared to, you know, other attacks in the game just isn't on their level. His dribbling isn't bad for what he is, but ultimately he's not, you know, super mobile. He's not a player that you're going to run through defenses with, like through, you know, agile dribbling. However, he has pace, he has ridiculous strength, and you literally can on some occasions brute force your way through some defenses, and that happened in some of the clips. Just for context of what we're playing against in these videos, when I'm not doing champs, we're up against Division 2 players. I know it's not Division 1, but because I do objectives and stuff like that, I don't really get to go to Division 1, but still Division 2 full of some very, very good players, and you saw what Lukaku was doing up against them. So yeah, let's go through everything, shall we? Pace, very happy with, no complaints there. Does he feel quite as quick as, you know, 95 pace suggests? Probably not, but still, he's certainly not slow, and does have, you know, breakaway ability, which is nice. Shooting is a 10 out of 10. Like, that's all I've got to say. Like I've already touched on, literally every shot type is brilliant with this guy. Wish he had a 5-star weak foot, that'd probably make him elite, but to be honest, I had no issues with his weaker right foot on this card. So shooting, as I said, 10 from me. Passing was nice for a forward. Don't think his distribution's fantastic by any means, but for a striker, it's very, very good, and he certainly will set up players around him, which is great, especially when you've got someone who's got this kind of strength that can hold up play very, very nicely. Dribbling, this, as I say, is where he comes a bit unstuck versus other elite attackers, but still, for someone who is 6'3", for someone with this guy's build in game, his dribbling is not bad at all. It's very, very usable. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun with this card. I really, really did. If you like the target man kind of play, you are going to get so much out of this guy, because he is so perfect for it. And his finishing ability, I cannot stress enough how good it is. It's ridiculous. Physicals, already touched on, they're brilliant. No complaints there either. And positionally, I think I've already touched on that as well. He's excellent. He just pops up in the right areas, which just makes him so, so good to use. Aerially, also really nice, as you'd expect. For most part, will win those headers, especially them near post ones from the corners. So yeah, I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but wow, this guy's finishing really, really did impress me, and that's why he's going to get a really high rating. But there is a disclaimer, which I mentioned earlier in the video. This card just isn't going to fit everyone's playstyle. I know for a fact some people are going to be like, oh, I really didn't get on with this card, and that's fair enough. But if you can adapt your playstyle to, you know, the qualities of this card, you will get so much out of him, because, as I say, in front of goal, he is just ridiculous. But as I say, I think the dribbling, just because he is a bit heavy on the ball compared to other, you know, attackers, will frustrate some people. But if you can get around that, if you can adapt around that, you're going to have a great time with the Lukaku card, because he guarantees goals. He really, really does. So yeah, I'm really happy with this item. If you have enjoyed the video, please do leave a like rating on it. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on the card. Subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.